The rise of the toxic masculine energy in this generation in 2023 has increased like never before. From the arrest of Andrew Tate to the disband of Jordan Peterson to even a lot more, men have started coming out to talk about a lot of things that has been perceived by the legacy media as fake news. On today's episode, we're going to be reviewing the 5 most influential men in the toxic masculine world.
What do you say to young men who come to you for advice, who feel lost, who don't really know where they fit into society?
I say that life as a man is exceptionally difficult. I say the most beautiful and the most terrifying thing about being a man is you're born without value. Society doesn't care about you. You're only going to be cared about based on how useful you are. You have the chance to build yourself up and become a superhero if you're prepared to do the hard work and be indefatigable enough to never quit.
The first we're going to be talking about is Andrew Tate. He's a businessman, a 4-time kickboxing champion. He's an amazing man. He has said a lot of things to a lot of people that they really has helped people. He owns the Hustler University and the real world. One of the things I love Andrew Tate for is the fact that he has brought out the actual masculine energy from the world. So he's a man that has spoken very well to a lot of people. He has changed lives.
They don't care about men's mental health. They have no interest at all. I know what I have done is good for the world, and the things I will do will continue to be good for the world.
I know you've heard a lot about Andrew Tate and how much influence he has to the world. But today, without bias, let's talk about his pros and his cons. One of the pros is that he's a very good communicator. He speaks well and he speaks the right thing to the right set of people. It might be hurtful, but it's actually the truth. One of his core beliefs is that men should be jacked, men should be built, men should work on their physical appearance, men should own lots of streams of income, men should develop themselves from the ability to speak and to care. Men should definitely represent their women very well. But he has been seen and be believed to have had a lot of things at the past. One of the cons about him is the fact that he speaks the truth in a very hurtful way that a lot of people seem to be pissed about, especially the legacy media and then the world at large. So he's under house arrest at the moment, but he has influenced the masculine world in a lot of ways. A lot of boys have changed from watching porn and being addicted or smoking weed to starting their own businesses, and they all acclaim to the fact that Andrew Tate is one of their greatest inspiration. He doesn't have any evil record at the time past, but a lot of things that he has said has kept him in trouble today. But he's a man I really love and respect.
Prepare for these things. That is what you're working for. So if you wake up every day as a man and you say, I don't have motivation to become strong.
The second is Jordan Peterson. Jordan Peterson is a clinical psychologist, an amazing man, but he has stood up for one thing and one thing. You cannot oppress him with what you think he should say.
Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
Except you haven't sat there and... I'm just trying to work that out. I mean...
Ha, gotcha.
You have got me.
He's speaking up for truth and he stands for truth. And for me personally, I feel truth is one thing that every human should stand up for, and that's a pro on his side. He has been through a lot. In fact, his clinical psychology license was almost seized this year and last year, but he still stood up for the truth. And the truth was on the basis of pronouns, transgender, and a lot more. He said that you can say a lot of things about whoever you think you are and he doesn't care, but he should not be forced to say those things.
The entire online world is a place to display for public. It's like the old nightmare that people have about public speaking, is being naked on a stage.
One of the cons about Jordan Peterson is the fact that he loves himself and he stands more than anything. He doesn't care about your emotions. He'll say it the way it is, and you have to take it the way it is. That's my review on Jordan Peterson. The third person we'll be talking about today is Iman Gadzhi.
Drop everything and start visualizing. Start asking yourself, what is the life you want?
Iman Gadzhi is a 23-year-old multi-millionaire in dollars, and he has lived the life that every young man would dream about. Iman Gadzhi started with social media marketing, and now he owns an agency that runs over 7 figures every single month. Iman Gadzhi literally documented his life, and that has been the greatest inspiration for a lot of young people out there. Seeing somebody like them that can go through whatever they are going through and then become influential at the long run. Iman Gadzhi speaks to men about masculinity, he speaks to teenagers about growth and finance, and he has been a mentor to a lot of people. Me personally, I've literally learned a lot from Iman Gadzhi. Now the con is that Iman Gadzhi is 23 years old, and a lot of people perceive that he's a trust fund kid because he literally is very, very young and he has that kind of money. So a lot of people really doubt his source of wealth. But who knows if anyone is genuine or not. The truth is, Iman Gadzhi has lived a very, very rough life. From the divorce with his mom to an abusive father, he had to pick up the stand and become who he is today. So I feel every young man that wants to develop themselves should definitely look at Iman Gadzhi as a mentor and listen to everything he says with a pinch of salt. Hamza. One thing that Hamza is known for is the way he puts words together and speak, his storytelling skills. Hamza is a man that has brought the no-fab challenge, quit porn, quit addiction, leave your room, leave anything, leave the social media, leave playing games and focus and build your life. He always used the illustration of Adonis and Jeffrey.
Jeffrey wants to increase his testosterone. I must have naturally low levels, and that's why I'm not seeing any progress in the gym. That's a cope, Jeffrey, and you know it. Don't go for the second slice of pizza. Oh, come on. Adonis doesn't need fitness YouTuber juice. His nuts produce all the testosterone he needs naturally. All of the fitness YouTubers stare at Adonis and wonder how he does it. This is because Adonis has optimized his lifestyle for testosterone production. He gets
great points that he has made so far. Hamza is a very young person, and he has really helped a lot of men to become better because he has gone through a lot of things at the past, especially the fact that he was addicted to weed, he was addicted to masturbation, but he now has stood up to the fact that you can become who you want to be if you just put in the effort like he did. And he has grew his YouTube following to over 2 million subscribers over the past couple of years, and I really admire him for that. One of the cons, the major cons, is that he has quit the casual, everyday YouTube style. He has decided to start up something different. And I feel it's very good for me personally, but the disadvantage is the fact that we'll not get to see his videos as often as possible. But the truth is he still uploads and he's really helping people. So if you're struggling with any form of addiction, please, the link will be in the description. Go and check out his channel, and trust me, it will really, really help your life. But like I always say, listen to whatever they are saying with a pinch of salt. The last person is me. My name is Gift, and I started making YouTube videos in 2022. My first video I uploaded was on January 2nd. Amazing thing. Building a social follow of across all platforms, close to 10,000 followers, has been an amazing journey so far. One of the pros I really appreciate myself for is the fact that my mind is intact, my body is intact, and I can do anything I want to do, especially making content. But the cons is that most times I feel I'm not consistent. A lot of people outside think I am, but I think I'm not. I just believe I could do more, and that thing keeps haunting my brain every time. But I really want to encourage everybody that has stuck with me so far. You're a subscriber to this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you have not, please hit the bell and subscribe because amazing content will be out very soon. So these are my top most influential masculine men or influencers across the world. From Jordan Peterson to Andrew Tate to Iman Gadzhi to Hamza and to myself. I feel everything we've said is just from our perspective and our opinion. So ladies and gentlemen, like always, my name is Gift and I will definitely see you in the next one. Peace.